You know, UFC, bro, incredible. Did not expect that. I don't think anybody did. He looks great at 170 pounds. He just looked full, confident, precise for being out of the game for so long.
And it was came in with a brand new technique he used on a guy that people hadn't even seen. It's like, holy shit.
Right. Here's the other thing about, if you remember, because I think you commented on this, our boy Shane Helms had put on Twitter this thing where right before the Aldo fight, you can see him in the dressing room kind of moving side to side and catching Aldo. And then they showed on a video that he actually did it in the ring.
Yep.
Did you remember that video?
Yep.
So you just see how far ahead he is of everybody else. He was in the dressing room and he kind of already knew, I think it was against Aldo, what Aldo was going to do. And you could almost see him step 1, 2, Aldo comes in and he catches him. Then they show him that same movement he did it in the match to Aldo. You know what I'm saying? Like he grabbed, first of all, he threw that first punch. He was trying to knock Donald Cerrone coming in. Remember? He just fucking ducked. And then
he followed it with the follow through the knee.
Yeah.
They
right.
caught him with his thigh right in the cheek to start off the match.
And the funny thing, Cerrone's known for, I think he has the most head knockouts out of anybody in that division. Yeah. And he knocked him silly with his own kick to the head.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he's just incredible, bro. That was incredible. Broke his nose with his shoulder, fucked up his eye. He was dazed, and then he just took it to him, and he took his time. He didn't get overconfident. He was looking at him. He was punching, and so it looks like, Masvidal may be next.
Oh, so what Dana White said.
What did Dana White say?
This is a huge mistake Dana White is making.
Right.
Okay. In the post-fight presser, I watched the whole press conference.
Yeah.
At work. It's on YouTube.
I didn't see that. Yeah.
And he's on YouTube. So. He's just adamant that the next fight with Conor that has to be made is Conor versus Khabib. He thinks it will do as good as Pacquiao or as Conor and Mayweather. He thinks it's a huge mega fight. He thinks he can do 3 million buys and all this blah blah. He's like, we're going to talk about all the reasons for it. And I'm thinking he even said Conor versus Masvidal. That says Masvidal doesn't have a belt. He's got the BMF belt. It's not like a title.
Who gives a shit? Nobody cares about that. And even Conor said it himself. What?
Conor wants to fight 3 times this year.
Right.
And Dana White is just super selling Tony Ferguson short right here. This is zero respect. Like he's talking about, it's like hey, we're all in on Conor versus Khabib as the next fight. Right. It's like, you're going to make Conor sit out for, if Conor wants to fight again between now and
October. Have to wait till September, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, what are you going to make him sit out? Well, what if Ferguson beats him?
Right.
It's like, what are you, crazy? I don't know. It's
not only that, bro, even he said it in one of the interviews I saw, he said, he goes, I'm not where I want to be yet. So he understands he needs to make a couple more fights.
Here's the funniest thing, too. Here's the funniest thing, too, is that even though it's 170, right? And Conor's moving a weight class, and you're thinking a lot of these guys could probably whip the shit out of him, because they're bigger guys, and they're going to come in bigger and stuff, like Masvidal. But, bro, when they show Conor, and he's in the ring calling those guys out, bro, Masvidal and Usman look like marks compared to Conor. Conor is like the king. It's like he's calling the shots in any division he's fighting in,
right.
So it's like they're just watching those guys. When Conor does that, and he's in the ring talking, it's like, when I'm listening to him, I'm like, I think he could beat all those guys.
Well, here's the thing, bro, which I was like, what? Masvidal being Cuban, being from Miami, we know he comes from a legitimate street fight background, and we've seen what he's done to everybody. I just thought it looked kind of markish, him sitting there with a belt.
Have you? Yeah, exactly.
I was like, what?
Yeah, it's like these guys, bro, these guys are like, it's like you guys are waiting to try and ride Conor's coattails here.
Yeah.
That's what you guys look like.
Yeah.
What was I going to tell you?
And Masvidal, this is what I like. I like when there's real contention between fighters. He said, Conor is where the money's at. He goes, I'll fight Usman later because I don't like him.
Right.
Yeah.
But you don't think Khabib and Conor would draw as well as Conor and Masvidal, do you?
No, Khabib and Conor draw way better than Masvidal.
You think it would? Yeah.
Yes,
so you just don't think?
I just think undefeated.
That is the fight to make. I just think, of course, it'll draw more, but I just think, and there's issues there. He got beat, and he wants revenge, and then the bus incident. There's more. There's so much more in the Khabib and Conor narrative. I'm just afraid, in my mind, I'm thinking as a promoter, why would you just throw him to the deepest end right now?
Right.
Just wait a couple more fights and then build it up and let him get ready. I don't think Conor beats Khabib right now. I still don't.
When is like the big like fight week and stuff? It's like their WrestleMania whole thing. What is that? July in Vegas usually. Yeah. So
which one now?
When they do the UFC fight week.
The UFC weekend thing. Yeah. I don't know when that is.
It's in July. Yeah, I think it's in July.
So why not? Set up a big fight. If Conor wants to fight 2 more, he even said something about how he was going to be ready again in March. So
he said he's fresh right now.
Yeah, he could fight.
He didn't break a sweat. He just beat a guy for 40 seconds.
I was watching later on.
Did you see his face after that fight?
Yeah, I was watching later.
Not a mark on him.
I was looking at ESPN that night, and they had like Chael Sonnen and Bisping.
Yeah.
Right. And Bisping was saying, bro, when you go in and you've had a training camp and you beat somebody real quick, you want to take advantage of that time that you trained and you want to fight again.
Of course.
Right? Nothing happened to him.
That's like Cowboy. I think Cowboy fought a fight. He knocked the guy out. Next thing you know, it was like fight 3 weeks later or something like that. The guy fights all the time. Conor knows that he's got another shot here to make a bunch of big money real fast. This year he can make a lot. And
I think it matters to him his legacy too, bro. He wants to avenge that loss.
Yeah. And he wants to fight Pacquiao now too. Did you see that?
No.
You didn't see that?
No.
They've agreed to fight. Okay. That's right there.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, but go ahead.
I'd rather see him in the octagon. I think we've seen it. It was him and Mayweather was fine. It was entertaining. It was a spectacle, but he doesn't belong.
The thing about Pacquiao is, and Pacquiao's a lot like Donald Cerrone. He'll come to fight. He ain't gonna be ducking and dodging and moving like Mayweather was. He'll come to fight. So that might be a way better fight.
Yeah.
I just can't see, as good as Conor is, and he has the best hands in the UFC, and he knows how to set traps, and he knows how to use his footwork. Bro, you're going against one of the greatest boxers of all time.
Well, that's the sports.
Yeah, that's the sports. Enjoy the rest of the show. Boom.